Not doing that.
Welcome to Spirited Reviews. I'm Randy.
I'm Justin.
Hey, I'm Norm.
And I'm Zach.
Our goal here is to give you honest reviews, bold takes, and we're probably going to throw some questionable wisdom at you. Justin, what are we doing?
We got a bottle review today. Also, part of our World Spirit Wednesdays. We're going to do this as another baseline whiskey for me, or Scotch, however we want to call it. It's a good intro for people who are coming like me from bourbon and rye and dabbling in the Scotch world. So we thought this would be a good idea to do. We're going to log our reviews, ratings in the rating sheet down below in the description. Follow along, and if you can try some of these baseline ones that you could probably go get at your local store and a little sample bottles and stuff, it'd be a fun little thing to do.
Yeah, so tonight's history lesson, really, this is a tribute to history. You know, we're celebrating 200 years here. Actually, it's more like 200 and carry the one, 209 years now. So this came out in 2016. The distillery was celebrating their 200th anniversary. Think about it, that's crazy. 200 years. It was inspired by a fine vintage, right? So they chose to go with an 8-year for this. Is inspired by the 1880s. So there was this author, Alfred something or another. He was he wrote about British Victorian history. And then after sampling this, what they call young expression, because this is a young Scotch, only 8 years old, he said it's exceptionally fine, is what he said. Now, what we're drinking today is not going to taste like it did in 1800s. They are using European oak. This is mainly first fill bourbon. But anyway, it's going to give a lighter, brighter, kind of exciting kind of flavor, not as dark and fruity as its 16-year-old. So, Zach, what are we drinking?
Guys, tonight we're going to be doing the Lagavulin 8-year single malt Scotch whiskey. So if you want to know more about single malt, check out our Glenlivet video. We dissect almost every aspect of it. But this one, when you get a little younger, Scotches, you typically get a little bit more assertive. The peat tends to stand out a little bit more. So as Norm stated, this is 8 years old, so youthful for Scotch. Probably a very strong peat characteristic on this. Could be bottled at 48% ABV. For us Americans, that's 96 proof, which is higher than most entry level single malts. So again, going to contribute to a little bit bolder flavor for an entry level. As Norm mentioned, refill American oak and European oak casks are used. These are refill casks. So the spirit's character is going to shine through rather than being dominated by the wood. And that Alfred Bernard is this.
There you go.
But yeah, I believe so. MSRP, this is going to be like 60 to 80. So it's a little bit more accessible than that 16-year entry that they used to have that Norm mentioned. So if you're looking for a little bit more of an aggressive pour, this might be your ticket.
Yeah, and I mentioned the years because I wasn't allowed to say the name, so I did good. But
you did good.
One thing that we kind of glossed over, we're looking at an Islay region whiskey. There's five regions in Scotland. There's a secret sixth, if you know it. Comment below. But there's 5 regions, and Islay's known for its peaty, briny, big smoke kind of stuff. Lagavulin really plays into that, and peat's just a plant matter that is like decomposed over many of years in fields, and they dig it up and they smoke the barley with it, and the peat imparts itself into the malted barley, and then they distill it, and the smoke still comes through. It's amazing. It has that such impact on the grain that it comes through in the whiskey, which is incredible.
Yeah, it is crazy. All right, so if you could do us a favor, I'm going to ask you what everybody asks you: like, comment, subscribe, hit the button, help us out. We're doing our part. We need your help. We're trying to grow the channel, and we could use your help. If you want to come and talk nerdy, Scotchy, and world spirits with us, as well as bourbon, rye, everything else we do, we have a free Discord down below. That's where we go and share knowledge, and all we ask is that you're kind, courteous, and help each other. All right. With that, let's get this. Let's get some nose and notes.
Nose and notes.
I smell sweet smoke.
Sweet smoke.
Sweet smoke. That's literally the nosing note. Sweet smoke.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's all I get. I'm trying to see if there's anything under it, and I've been smelling this the whole time you guys have been talking. That's all I get.
Yeah.
Sweet smoke.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, I get
That's
like
it.
a almost like a popcorn
Hmm.
for some
Oh,
reason, like a popcorn I'm getting on it,
burnt
which is different.
popcorn.
I don't think I've ever got not burnt, just like
No.
a popcorn, like an actual popcorn, like a popcorn. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Yeah, maybe it's
it
like
looks
Yeah,
like water.
yeah, it
yeah,
does. Well, this is I think this is chill filtered, but they don't add coloring to this one at all. This is very distillate
Really?
forward. Yeah, they're yeah. No, they didn't.
Or a very well hydrated person.
Very well
right,
hydrated. But it's
right.
Randy, it's like a kettle corn with the
Yeah,
smoker going, and there's brisket smoke, and you're sitting
yeah.
there. Yeah.
It's there. It's in the background. It's not. It's got that
Huh.
sweetness, but I pick up like corn, like not like corn, but like popcorn.
It's corn, but there's no corn in this. So
No,
The juice.
that's what I'm saying. It's really weird.
From what I can tell, Lagavulin 8 is non-chill filtered.
yeah,
Okay.
non-chill filtered.
None.
Great.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good for
So
them.
for me,
Right.
I'm getting prominent peat smoke, that sea saltiness. I think this Lagavulin was one of the first peated whiskey I ever tried, and the bartender was like, "Band-aids, man. You're gonna smell band-aids. You're gonna taste band-aids." It does have that medicinal iodine character to it. I no longer perceive it that way initially. When the first
yeah.
thing I smelled this the very first time, I was more like bacon fat. But if I think
Man.
about band-aids, I could see that band-aid or iodine note. But underneath that, for me, is like a little lemon zest, little honeyed lemon zest, nice, bright citrusy sweet note.
Nice.
I mean, when somebody says Band-Aid note, like you have to think of like that plastic Band-Aid. That's
Yes.
a smell. I mean, and yes, if you focus on that, yes, you will get it.
Yeah, I
Eraser
really
is
hate
another
that
one. People,
note, but
yeah, it's there. I mean, you can find it if you
Gonna say
say
people really don't use those band-aids anymore.
yeah,
Yeah, they
right.
don't.
yeah, that's the one note I try to stay so far away from when I'm trying to introduce people to Scotch, especially peated Scotch. I'm like trying to give them all the other notes in the world besides that, because as soon as you say it, it just digs a hole in everyone's brain.
Absolutely,
Sorry,
absolutely.
but
That rubbery smell. All right, let's see how it tastes though.
Yeah. Cheers,
All right.
guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Woo.
Okay.
Yeah. Little chili oil.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, it's funny because it's the proof, even though it's
Oh man.
it's got the proof, it doesn't really drink hotter. Like I feel like the Oban had more proof to it. This has got nice, smooth, milky
I agree with
feel
that.
to it. Yeah,
Yeah. Let it sit for a second.
yeah. It's
It's,
just so good.
Man.
Yeah, I really
Justin's
like
not
Lagavulin
making a
now.
face over there.
Hmm?
You're not making an enjoyment face over there.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking
Yeah.
hard about it as I'm drinking it.
I went from when I first tried Scotch. Like I said, I had Highland Park and Lagavulin, the first two Scotches I ever had. That's where the bartender wanted to take me and my friend. And
For
I
your
swore
first
off.
two scotches?
What's that?
I said that was for your first two scotches ever? Wow.
Highland
Nice
Park
bartender.
Magnus, which is discontinued, and then the Lagavulin was actually the Lagavulin, the original release. 11 year. Swore off Lagavulin. I hated it. Now I really
Yeah.
like Lagavulin. It's one of my favorite peated whiskey brands. So just typical Lagavulin notes for me here. Sweet. It's like I said, it's got chili oil. Like imagine you aged a bunch of chili peppers in some like olive oil or some kind of cooking oil, and you use that to cook with. I get that kind of sensation on the palate. A nice charred chili, black pepper, but oily at the same time. But yeah, I mean, just rich, fruity sweetness with that salty, smoky goodness.
Has anybody ever done, we had them when we were a kid, we had a mint bush, and you ever
Yes.
like chew the mint leaf?
Yep.
I get that. Like, it's faint. It's not like a spearmint gum. It's just light, bright, not overpowering. I mean, Zach hit it on the head. I mean, that chili powder, it's like, it's on the tongue, like you get that sensation. What I love about this is that when you swallow it, you can almost feel the smokiness going down, and then it just keeps like playing this game through your throat. And yeah, it's like it just keeps coming back. I mean, it really is a nice peat profile. It's sweet, a bit of chocolate, like and like it like a cacao chocolate, not like it's got a nice, like, on the finish past the smoke is where I get like a little chocolate flavor. Um, I think if I had the only interesting note I would say is that I get like a breadiness to this. Is that yeah?
Did he just read it?
There's like a breadiness to it. What did it say? Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no, I mean, other than that, I just get like a breadiness on it. Like the finish is like I get a nice, like, fresh bread, like a just out of the oven. I'm getting that like flavor on my palate.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously like a sweet, it's like a sweet smoke thing going on. It's like in general to me, like with the sweetness, it's almost like it's the sweetness of a fruit a fruit in general, but it's like on the grill and you like burnt it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like charred fruit in general. I'm not saying like pineapple, anything specific, but it's just like a sweet profile with that charred, like on the grill. It's, I don't dislike it. I don't love it. It's kind of in the middle for me. And I feel like this is another like why you guys did this and why we're doing this. It's a good baseline for an Islay profile. You know what I mean? I feel like it's very a good entry for a peated Scotch, and
Yeah.
especially Islay.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's definitely entry level. So, not to get too nerdy about it, I think it's like 35 phenons parts per million or whatever it is. Zach is more of a nerd in a good way about that stuff. But
like a shot.
that's how they measure the smoke in the barley, right? Obviously, you're going to lose some of that. You lose some of that in distillation, and you lose some of that with age. So the older it is, the peak kind of wanes, right, a little bit. But this is very good in big sips. That I like the mint. It's almost like it's not as sweet as this, but you take a mint Oreo cookie and smoke it on the smoker, then eat it. Right now, we could probably find some cast strength versions that would actually live up to that. What I just explained. That's just like the diet version of that. It's really good in big sips. I like sitting with it for a minute, but it does turn a little. It goes a little south for me later on as I sit with it and don't sip it. As I'm sipping it, it's great. When I get away from it, I'm like, okay, you know, yeah, you know what I mean, Zach? Are you with me on that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I went back to the Omen from previous video, watched that video, and I was like, man, honestly, I could flip flop. Like, if I drink the Lagavulin, I'm like, oh yeah, I like that more. But if I sit with it in my palate, I'm like, well, yeah. I try the Omen, I'm like, oh, I like that more. And then I go back to Lagavulin, I like that more.
Right. Now, I think, Justin, you nailed it. I think this is a great introduction to Islay peated whiskey, right? There's unpeated Islay whiskey, but this is a very good introduction. This is going to set the tone for what you're looking, what you can expect from that. It's not too offensive. If you like smoke, you like mezcal, those types of things, I think you'll enjoy this. So, yeah.
All right. I mean, I think the nice thing of these smaller bottles is you can try this without having to buy a big bottle, and
right,
because when you do these, you're gonna want to go to better soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, realistically. Yeah.
Like, if you're like, hey, I want to get into independent bottlings, but I don't know what distillery I want to buy this.
Yeah.
Figure out what you like and go from there.
Yeah, 5-bottle set gives you a little taste of all the different areas, and
or buy the big bottle, and then you don't like it, put on Discord for a discount, and I'll scoop it up.
Well, we're gonna squirt, right?
Yeah,
oh yeah.
I mean, we're just just spitballing here.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Let's see what Justin's got off of this. We're gonna let Justin go first.
I'll
Since
go
you've done
first.
the
I mean, I
baseline.
wrote down, to me, this is another 5, like straight 5. This is
Alright.
like like, to me, middle of the road for a baseline for the peated profile or Islay in general. Minus one distillery at least that I know of that's there that's not peated.
Yeah. When I think about this one, as far as a peated baseline, Lagavulin baseline, full transparency, Lagavulin is probably the least amount of Scotch that I own. I have a lot more, and this confirms why I don't have much more of it. It's a 5. It has potential, and it does. I mean, when you go up to the cast strength versions, it's just you get more with less of what I don't like, me personally. So it's a 5.
Yeah, I was really kind of back and forth. As I mentioned earlier, between it and the Oban that we've tried tonight. I will give a slight edge, 5.7 to the Lagavulin, 4 being a little bit higher proof, being non-chill filtered, being non-colored. I think this is a more true representation of the whiskey, so I'm going to give it a bump over the Oban for that, and I do think it still serves as a fairly good introduction, a little bit bolder than, say, the Lagavulin 16. I think if you're a little bit afraid of maybe the peat notes that we mentioned, maybe try to pour the 16, which is more readily available at bars and such, and kind of see if that makes you curious about the 8 first, because I think the 16, even though it's a little bit more expensive, is probably a better jumping off point for Lagavulin, but still enjoyable experience in this glass.
Yeah, Zach, you said that perfectly. I was thinking the same thing. I think this is actually more harsh than the 16. I think, I'm surprised. I mean, obviously I know why they didn't, because, you're talking about a higher age statement. They were trying to go lower, keeping it within the same realm in the package, but, it's a 5.3. It's not bad. It's not great. It's a good jump off point. I think I think it. I mean, it's a perfect spot for somebody to see that. But I agree with Zach that I think even with the same thing with the Oban, I think I would go 14 over that, and I think with this I'd go the 16 over this to actually try like good Scotch at this point.
Well, yeah, the
Mhm.
16 is going to introduce a lot more sherry, which
Yes.
does I think that sweet peat and the sherry very mix well together. Maybe you'll see it here soon. So
Yeah, might have a bottle. You never
yeah.
know.
So think about who's this for. Based off some of the scotches we had tonight, not thinking about those, but thinking about this one. I think maybe Randy, you said it, the quintessential, or even like a McCarthy's peated American single malt. If you
Yeah.
have enjoyed those, or even if you're looking to get out of like some smoky mezcal and you're looking for something a little bit different, maybe a penicillin cocktail or something,
Yeah.
I think that's who this would be for. Someone who wants to step out and go to the island, right? So
Yeah.
that's what I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if you want to try peat and you want a nice sweet profile of peat and see and test your boundaries, it's a good test.
Yeah.
Find a small bottle. Find a small bottle and test
Find a
your
small
boundaries.
bottle. Find a sample. Yeah.
Yeah. Or go to a bar. A lot of bars have it. So
Well, I mean, yeah, the good thing is with this baseline stuff, you guys, there's these packs that you can get, and you could actually just taste along with us as we're kind of doing these baseline ones too.
exactly.
Or you can find, I'm sure you can find these at your whatever local spot. I'd probably find some small bottles of these.
I forgot what the kit was
or
called,
get on
but
our
it was
Discord.
basically like a taste of Scotland or like a tour of Scotland or something like that. So,
Either way, I'm sure you can find some small bottles somewhere, little tasters or whatever.
Absolutely.
So, well, with that, guys, stay spirited. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. Stay spirited, everyone. Take care.
Yeah, what a great idea. Diageo, all the crap they get for their branding and overpriced, whatever, this and that. Putting this little pack together with these is smart.
Yeah.
It's the way to do it.
Yeah. 100 milliliters a piece, which is all you really need to kind of figure out your profile.
Yep.
So, And we hadn't even got to those. You know, in this other 5-pack, there's Mortlock, which is Worm Tub. You get to explore that.
It's Worm Tub Space Side, right? Space Side,
Mm.
yeah.
And
I forgot what else is in there.
Singleton,
That's Space Side as well.
and then Talisker. So you get Isle of Skye, you get the islands.
Yeah, the secret 6 region, the islands,
Island.
which is not
I mean-
recognized, by the way.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're
I
basically
mean,
like
I
other Isla.
I think this tells me I wish, like, obviously with all of them, but I wish we would have done that with the tequila too. Just like, this is perfect. Like, it gives you a nice understanding of what a 5 is. So from there you can build your score.
Yeah.
And
We
I
can
think
do
most of them are 5s. I mean,
Well, and then that's why I was like, I feel like that Lagavulin was like the perfect, almost opposite of like that Glenlivet. Well, you
Yes,
know what I
it
mean?
is.
Like
Absolutely.
two different profiles. It's almost like bourbon versus a rye. Like they can
Yeah,
both
very
be
much so.
5s.